Hey everybody, this is 3 Hit Combo here, and for our holiday spectacular, we're going to do a director's cut of episode 1, the beginning.
It's going to be kind of a how far we've come episode.
Not very far.
Yeah. Listen to how high-pitched our voices are in comparison. It's crazy.
All right, here we go. I'm going to start it.
Something I like to do when nobody's watching is
Starting off with a good joke here.
And I get done vacuuming, I pull the cord out of the wall and go,
Get over here.
That was just a perfect lead into our...
Oh, man, I forgot about
drop.
this intro.
Yeah, it's the old Power Up Podcast intro.
Oh, was it?
That's
Yeah.
because
Oh, yeah, because we were segueing. Or we haven't had one yet.
Because, we didn't have new intro music yet.
Thank you for the water.
Oh, yeah, no problem. But yeah,
I was trying to bring mics. I feel bad taking
but we didn't have new intro music yet, and I thought the drops were just like basic drops, like gaming news and stuff, but it said Power Up Podcast in like all of them.
Oh, did it?
So that's why I made new drops.
See, this is like... I sometimes during our intro, I really want to talk, but then all our mics are on, and I didn't really... Like, I don't ever want to say anything. And I feel like, looking back at this, I'll probably realize how quiet I was.
Yeah. This intro music's a lot longer than the current
It's
intro
so
music we have.
long. Didn't we have a few complaints from people? Like,
No, we had a complaint from you.
Podcast episode
Me?
1.
I thought it was Camilla.
My name is Matt.
Camilla,
I've been with
maybe,
you through
but-
this whole journey through Three-Way of Awesome Power Up Podcast, and now this.
Oh, three-way.
I am here with
Oh, good
Skylar
times.
and
Oh,
Andy.
remember
What's
the NFL teams one? Putting NFL
Yes.
teams different.
Yeah.
Legolas, 1 year LFIC.
But-
A
I
touchdown!
know what he's capable of. I have no
What were
idea
some
what
of
he
the
is.
other ones? It was... We were naming
The San Jose Cuervos.
Yes.
all over the It sounds so quiet. I feel like I've gotten a lot louder.
I don't think they make
You have gotten a lot louder.
I have to keep turning
I
your
have no
mic
idea where I
down.
can get
Jackass.
$15 microphones that work like $80
But,
microphones.
I'll buy you a gold
Yeah, you did start off pretty quiet.
A gold-studded one.
This is our first joke together. With rhinestones. That sounds horrible.
Because it'll devalue the gold.
I'll just pick the rhinestones out. I'll be here with a chisel.
Nope.
Ding, ding, ding.
No, he's going to put the rhinestones on top
a good
of the
beginning.
gold studs, so you have to pry off the whole
Nice. I
thing.
think till
Can't I just melt
recently
it
my
down
whole
and then
mic
pick
has
out
been
the
quiet.
rhinestones and
Now I'm
sell them
loud,
gold?
Yeah.
which is nice.
Yes, that's
He
good.
makes you a perfectly nice present. Very You just good. ruin it.
He comes back. He's like, Matt, where's that gold? Wait a second. When'd you
Still
get a
waiting on that,
bouncy
by the way.
house?
Still waiting on that gold mic.
Wait till I get rich.
Christmas isn't here yet.
No, well, it's almost.
When did you get 5 gold teeth?
I've got a big pendant of myself. Yeah, what's up?
Should have got a big clock, like Flavor Flav.
Nothing says
I mean,
professional
that's
like
got
a
to do
giant
with
golden
whatever.
clock.
I lost the microphone.
Laptop stacked on top of. I've always kind of wondered like if he actually sets that clock.
Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
Probably not. Well, I don't know. Maybe, because he'd look kind of stupid if
He's
the
giving me
clock
a couple
wasn't
more
set.
inches on my height for the NFL.
Well, I mean,
combine.
if he had it
little
like,
wobbly,
kind of like a
jam that
skew
under
time,
Yeah,
Hide
well,
that under there. Yeah, there we go.
people
Very
would really have to
stable.
pay
Awesome.
attention. Like, wait, it's not 8:53.
So
Liar.
one thing I noticed today is something that has come full circle on all the podcasts. I listened to episode 1 of Three-Way of Awesome earlier today.
God damn it, that was
During the
terrible.
sports segment, I mentioned that
Episode 1 of
Beers
Three-Way of
might be an
Awesome.
NFL lockout.
At least
Yes.
this episode 1, there was
Tomorrow
one new
is the
person.
expected end.
Episode
Yeah.
1, Three-Way of Awesome, there were 3 new people.
Yeah, we were just like,
Very full circle.
Okay, I didn't prepare.
Tom would come like a little
Yeah, a
unprepared,
little
or he would do
You
his.
come completely
Also,
unprepared.
let this
Yeah.
be the first theme of the podcast. It's fucking hot.
It's fucking cold.
Yeah,
it's fucking cold right
I
now.
don't think it's really hot as it is just.
When did we start doing
It's
this?
humid today.
July.
but
20
There were
weeks
other
ago,
days.
so
There
yeah,
were other
July.
days that were just
Yeah.
fucking hot. It was like 99 degrees. That's hot.
July something.
Yesterday, it was
When
like
we had, what, probably
97
5 fans on
and it was
Facebook about this
still
time?
As humid as today. We had 5 fans total.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5 fans
Yeah, I was
total.
outside
3 of
somewhere.
them
I bet.
were
I got
us.
such a bad
Yeah,
summer.
exactly. Well.
I had first-degree burns on my fucking back, dude.
Oh,
so
God, I
bad.
forgot about that.
Yeah, because you were
When
swimming.
I burned the shit out of my
Snake.
back. Oh, fuck.
I'm molting.
This was like the first time I had to find your house too. I wanted to leave like 30 minutes before I actually had to be here, so I knew I'd find
was
it.
Like,
Ended up just getting here on
I was sitting
time.
there in a comfortable position. I was like, hey, this isn't bad, because for a couple days...
It's not as hard as
I
finding your
could
apartment,
sit
though.
in. But the thing is, like, drink a bottle of water beforehand. I sit down, I turn on some house. I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. Damn it. So I get
Still
up.
happens,
It took me
man.
like 2.5 more hours to get back in that same position.
You sound like an old person. Like, I mean, I really think that that's the reason why they soil themselves. It's not out
Oh,
of,
and now we can
like,
do that to a call
I
forward.
don't
when I had to
control my
shovel
bodily
poop
functions.
at the nurse. That was nice.
Like, I have to get up and go to the bathroom. What do you? I'm old. Whatever.
Your priorities change when you get old.
Yeah, you're not impressing anyone.
This is what Incontinence is just an issue of the mind.
There's one of Andy's first voices.
Yeah.
Except that one we actually recognized as a voice, rather than his other like Batman voices that we never really
All right, so this
realized.
week's
What are you
podcast
talking
is
about?
doozy because we didn't kind of come up with any special segments. We might have some.
I don't think I'd be able to
We
get
will
past
for
the
sure
mental
have
block
some
to
next
crap
week.
my own pants.
But for this week, we're gonna have news,
me neither.
technology
Like,
news, and
I feel like
gaming.
if someone's like, here, I will give you $80 if you shit your pants right now.
All right, you guys ready for? Some
I don't think
news?
I'd be able to do it. Be like, I would love $80 right now, but
I'm gonna play the old drop.
I'd probably get a hemorrhoid before.
You see, we did use this news drop on Three Way of Awesome, but I remixed it for Power Podcast
I love that.
because it started off with a doo doo doo.
Time to take
Yeah.
a break from
Oh,
Hey, who's
yeah.
that? I need to bring that drop back for
And I
another
just
news drop.
remembered why I don't play that drop first when we have news first, because it says take a break from gaming news, but we haven't had gaming news yet.
Which we changed now, and we do gaming news first.
Yeah.
so now we can use it.
Yeah, I don't have new drops,
I do now.
so that's all I got.
You have new drops too.
New drops, yeah.
All right, first up, Father Andre Garcia Torres fired for being gay. He was a minister.
Oh.
This is my first joke. I think we should call him Padre.
Cuba. Cuba.
Padre.
Man, I forgot about this story. This one's a good one.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Cuba.
Let's
Manny
listen in.
Camachos rather listen to this story. Fuck you, Cuba's not
We
gay.
just we'll put our ears to the microphone.
All right, so he
Is
was
this where I
fired
say
for being
no
gay,
daddy,
and he
no?
says to prove he's not
I don't
gay,
know.
he wants the Pope to measure his anus.
I wonder if they ever pulled
May
through
just
with
be
that.
me, but if you want the
Yeah.
Pope to measure your anus, you're
To the
probably
internet.
gay.
To the internet, to the cloud.
So,
Well, I mean, is he wanting like a diameter?
And this is where we came up with a scale that we've never used yet.
circumference.
Oh, yeah.
depth.
I don't even think the Pope would do that.
I don't think the Pope would do that either.
Did he ask specifically,
Maybe.
like, I want the Pope to personally come out of his
Padre.
Pope-mobile and measure my anus?
Pope's got like a ruler in hand. He's like, bend over, son.
No, that's what his papal staff is for. That's notches.
He wants him to measure it to prove that it's not dilated.
He could be the pitcher.
He could just take really big dumps.
Exactly, he could be the pitcher.
I
We don't know.
Oh, yeah, he
aren't
could be
they
the pitcher.
usually accused of being the pitcher, the Padres.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's $1.
That is not
That's
a dollar.
$1.
You guys were
Do it.
laughing.
That's a retroactive dollar.
But
Have we
like
I
come
still hear
have we come-
laughter.
Have we come up with the dollar in the jar by now?
but they fired
No,
him.
we
Yeah,
didn't have a
he's
dollar
Catholic
jar then.
church. But he wants the Pope to measure his anus.
That's
so
$1.
Didn't, they,
I'm holding
didn't
you
you
to
just
that
confirm
dollar.
what they thought? That's pretty gay if you want someone to measure your anus.
That is pretty gay. I mean,
He must be
he wants to
super
prove that he's
devoted
not
to
gay,
Jesus.
but then he wants his
He must
anus
be-
measured.
he
Well,
must
that's
be
pretty gay.
Jesus'
So
Life partner, if you
I
will.
love how this has just turned into you agreeing with yourself. Wow, I sound so cool and intuitive.
well, someone's got to say something.
I'm trying to listen in. I'm a vulture. I'm waiting for the right moment.
That's what Andy does. And he always gets cut off.
Is there any sort of tool that you use? I
Is
don't want to be
there
Andy.
a table already
We already
established
have an
for this?
Andy.
Nobody wants to be Andy.
Is it like the, I don't know, the Ricky
can
Martin
go home and
scale
cut
of
myself.
dilation?
Good luck with that. Like they have their
Yeah.
own measurement. Like
You
South
don't
Park
even need
had.
me anymore.
It's 8 Keurigs.
They're
8 Keurigs.
They're probably labeled too. It's like, yeah, you're about a Ryan Seacrest.
The top is living La Vida Loca.
That was funny.
You are really living the beat low right now. That is gigantic.
Yeah, I feel
All
we
right,
should
next
bring
up,
that back.
TSA agent
Oh, we
grabs
should have had a
suitcase's
Ricky Martin
pen, faces
award.
grand theft charges,
Oh, for the most dilated
Case.
anus.
Yes.
owns car dealerships.
For Father Padre.
Oh my god.
Apparently, the TSA agent thought,
Oh, Toussaint Putty. Yeah.
News stories.
All
The
right.
TSA agent Toussaint Putty
Great.
grabbed.
See, I was saying
grabbed
goods
Mr.
before they
Case's
were
pen
goods. They were
as it was
great.
going through the scanning.
If I
Or
had another
no,
set of
Case
hipster
forgot
glasses,
it,
I'd
so
wear
he just grabbed the pen. He
Great.
didn't do anything other, he just kept it.
Great.
Apparently,
We need a
Case
great
came back
drop.
Looking for the pen. He said he had the pen
Good.
found.
Great.
So he goes to
Great.
the police and says,
Bueno.
"Yeah, I took his pen.
Hooray.
I should have brought it back the first time, but here it is now.
Fucking Toussaint Putty, man.
Apparently
I will
Case
never
pressed
forget that name.
charges.
It's a
This
Toussaint
good
Putty.
name.
$450.
I think I was talking over, but
So now Mr.
didn't
Putty
didn't Andy make a putty tat joke?
faces grand theft charges.
We
for this
might
pen.
have.
That's $1.
You can't retroactively call a dollar.
Oh yeah, we had so many rules on him before.
I think that it's when you tell the joke and no one laughs.
Yeah,
or
well,
if it's a pun.
We're going back retroactive, you know, like back pay.
If your last
This is
name
back pay on the dollar
is
jar.
Finkel, you're either going to be a scientist or the butt of every joke ever.
That's probably a bad idea,
You're
though,
gonna be
because I'm
stuck
pretty
like a
sure I
rapist
probably have the
in
most
a
retroactive
news story.
dollars.
Oh, I
wonder
bet you
where he's
do.
from, because like, if I had the last name Putty, I would try and give him like a normal like first name like Mark. Like your name is Mark. But no, they went with
Dead
Toussaint.
space.
Toussain.
You know what?
I-
Twice.
I was going to comment on the Mark joke,
Big
but,
refills.
It was a Mont Blanc.
I can't talk about how funny I am.
It just kind of looks like a fancy.
So now I'm the bad guy, huh?
Yep.
Making me the bad guy.
But
Yep.
apparently it was like $450. It was expensive.
Who gets a $450 pen?
I
Seriously.
don't know why you would buy an expensive pen.
Yeah, I agree
Come
with
on,
you.
Matt. What's wrong with
Yes, to prove
Yeah.
your worth or something.
I'm so cool. I buy $500 pens. You are cool, Skylar.
And I ate a money salad last night.
So tonight, I'm
Damn.
gonna shit ones and wipe with 20s. I remember that joke.
My penis is.
Yeah, so do I.
That was a good one.
Hey, there we go. That's
That was
the
a dollar
first drop
taken
on
back
the
out.
Soundboard.
Yeah.
Right there. There you go. You
I
picked
never
the
put
first
that on
one.
the soundboard.
What?
All right.
Oh, it was
so
too quiet.
Speaking of weird names, New
Andy
Zealand
saying,
has banned
"My
weird
penis
baby
is small."
Like, what constitutes weird baby name?
Apparently, people have named their kids letters like C, D, I, and T.
And Toussaint. See, that could have been a callback. I completely missed it.
They've also
We should do a podcast
How
where
young we were.
there was a name
we should just do a
called
podcast where we
Dear
try again.
Pineapple.
Do a bunch of stories we did before
that
and we
they
just
had-
try
no,
again.
This was in the Dominican Republic. So New Zealand has, but this is an example from the Dominican Republic, which did the same thing in 07.
Dear Pine.
In 07, the Dominican Republic banned names like Dear Pineapple or Dummy Ruiz.
Dear
So apparently you
pineapple.
can't name your kids like that.
I named my kid Dummy,
Appar-
so I could say "Hey, Dummy"
yeah,
and have it not be
apparently they named
abused.
their kid Dear Pineapple. There was also a name that, oh my god, you can't really pronounce it, so I'll just say it. It was
Oh,
spelled
name my kid Slap so I could be like, what the five fingers say to the face? I don't know, slap.
I'm gonna name my kid Slap so I can beat them. That's basically what you just said right there.
SQLBB11116.
Wouldn't that be hilarious if I said that
Alvin.
as I said that on there? You know, like we did the joke earlier.
Like punching keyboard when they were.
Yeah, I actually think that was just the news writer so upset that he had to write this shitty story that he just started rolling his face across his keyboard. I was hilarious, even though that was my first podcast.
Here, I got a joke we should have done. And this was a guest article written by Michael J. Fox.
Might have been a step over the line.
Well, I said it now, and have we changed since then?
Too close to titles.
Well,
Because one
then we
day
didn't
you
have
can
any
name
popularity. Now people are like, well, I wonder how funny their first episode was. We'll start there, chronologically.
Horrible.
Oh, Michael J. Fox jokes. It's not funny. I don't want to listen to them. I remember a few years back they were doing the same thing in Japan, where I guess it was a thing with like the police database where they couldn't like register all these weird names. Like people in Japan would name their kid like just the @ sign with a circle around it, or like an asterisk.
That's when
What's
they
your kid's
mentioned,
name?
like, no
Hiroshima?
symbols.
And like this Nagasaki. with like Albin or whatever it is.
Nagasaki
they,
down.
They specifically type that one out, which means there's more than one
That's
case
$1.
of that name. Like, that's just weird to me.
Yeah, I don't see why.
It's just
you would
weird to
name
you.
your
I had
kids
no
something.
segues out. I was just like, yeah, that's
John Travolta's
the
one of
end.
his kids
You
named
need to do a
Tyler
long
Perry.
segue like I did that one episode.
I think you're thinking.
Where I just
of
hook onto
Frank
one
Zappa's
word.
kids.
Is it Frank Zappa?
Frank Zappa.
And
had Mooney,
then and
I know John.
And-
I thought John
No, like the
Travolta
ones
had
where I was
weird
like,
names.
okay, weird names.
don't
Okay,
know.
weird
I remember
names
there's
are
some
this country, and then I
after.
segue into the
I
next
think
story.
that's
Well, I know way of like, you know,
Paltrow and the guy from
cutting out of a joke. I would just be like, yeah, that's
I think
the
so.
end of my
I'm pretty-
joke.
I know the guy
That's
from
the
Coldplay.
joke.
Joke's over.
it's pretty fun there, Bab.
No, Skyler.
That's what we should have done in our earlier episodes.
It's a little
End of
out.
joke.
No,
They're
it's
fun,
definitely
dear
not
bear.
End of line.
End of
Albin
line.
Or Albin.
End
Alvin,
of level 2.
38 characters.
Does that bring back memories?
There's silent
Pacer
X's
test.
all through there. You
Oh.
guess, and I will correct you.
Up,
Pronounce
Down.
those damn X's.
up.
I dare you, pronounce the X.
I had one kid go like, he's like, I'm having sex with a robot right now. He got kicked out of gym class.
What?
Skylar wasn't even paying attention. He's talking about the pacer test.
Got it.
Control D.
Do you guys still do them?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Another one of.
I
Frank Zappa's kids is
I
Diesel.
cheated.
Did you?
How do you cheat on a
How do you,
pacer?
yeah, how do you cheat on the pacer test?
Because of the way the Miller West gym was shaped, one of them
That sounds like,
like
a unit of
ran
measurement
over
moon.
like
How
level
many moon
like it was like the
units is
first
the
run
length of that
over.
rock?
I just hid behind the bleachers for like 30 runs.
moon units away
And
from
then I
the
came back and I was like,
The aliens are
okay,
coming.
got it.
All right, well, you look that up.
Oh my
on
God.
Story, so
And then I
fine to
just
interrupt
kept
you.
running. I was like 30 runs down from
Hamad,
everyone else,
the
but
biggest name in
the
desert.
gym teacher didn't notice.
Arab Sheik carves
Oh.
2 miles long name in the sand that is visible
great.
from
Oh,
space.
this
Hamid bin
This was the story
Hamad
that got us our
Al
first drop.
Nahyan,
Yeah.
63.
Here it comes.
Got a group of people together. He's part of the royal family in the United
Here
Arab
it comes.
Emirates,
Foreshadowing.
and
So
scrawled
he's
his
not important.
scrawled his name in the sand so big it could be
Racism.
seen from space.
We should have a
the tide came
racism
in and
jar.
ruined
Then we can get
everything.
Andy.
It's actually it's near the edge of the water, so that the water has like kind of filled in and starts
very
filling
intricate.
in his name.
Water filling it
Yeah,
up.
I thought it was
that
just
deep.
like a
Yeah,
snow
it's that
shovel.
deep that
Like
the water
I'm
is,
gonna make this
pouring into his
big.
name and filling
Like
it.
some
On
kid
the
like
picture
I'm gonna
here, it
dig
has-
China.
It's covered the H and A, and it's up the first part of the
It was a
M.
real thing. That's just really, really pompous.
He's known for lavish things. Let me
What did this
find
guy
it real
do
quick.
again?
I bet he has like
Is he like an oil
$400
tycoon?
No, he dug his name in the sand so big it could be
He
seen
has
from
more than
space.
He's
No, no,
a
but I
country
mean-
leader, I think.
No, what did he do to earn this wealth?
Oh, he's part of a royal family.
Okay.
His daughter's name's Dandelion.
Dandelion. Oh my god.
A dandelion, you can kind of picture like some hippie lady, like someone born in the 70s probably still has that name.
It is Keith Richards.
Yeah. Hamad is also known as the Rainbow Sheik. So
Oh, yeah.
maybe he wants to put
Gay.
measure his anus too. I don't know.
That
he's
was
understood to have
I think
some
our first
200
callback.
cars,
Yeah, right
including
there.
7
Hope measuring anus.
Mercedes 500 SELs painted in different colors of the rainbow, which he stores in a giant pyramid. He also has a taste
Made
for
of
doing,
money.
I didn't
he
bet
has a taste for
anything.
doing
I
things
don't
on
know
a
your
large scale.
shit.
He has the world's largest pickup truck, 8 times the
I
size of a
told you
Dodge
that,
Power
but-
Wagon, with 4 bedrooms inside the cabin.
What?
Hamad has
Tell-
constructed
Camille,
a
I guess
motorhome
you
in
owe-
the shape
you owe
of a
Skylar a
giant
blowjob.
globe,
Yep, I
which
removed
is
the high life
exactly
sticker.
1/millionth the size of the actual Earth.
It might smell like ramen noodles.
I want to see the truck.
May or may not.
Truck's
It's
gotta be-
been unconfirmed. You know, I bet
Got
like
beds in it.
like if any one of his friends ever had a falling out, or if there's like a girlfriend that broke up with him, Here it they're comes. probably just, like, Here it comes, guys. Shooting himself in the face. Like, oh man, biggest pickup truck in the world.
It's 4 bedrooms.
I only had to put up with like a 2-inch wiener. That's all I had to do. Saved it.
I think that's another clip.
Soundboard material right there.
We are barreling towards a new soundboard.
Love it.
I'll
Gotta
get
do
it
soundboard fast.
I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of
there's
petered
one right
out though.
there.
We don't have like a
Take that
lot
out
of
of context.
soundboard material.
All right,
Because
next
the
up,
soundboard's
live
fucking
action
huge.
Captain Planet
I
movie
need
in
to
the
start
works.
cleaning out some stuff.
Clean out some shit.
Well, you just
thoughts
put
on
in.
this, Pete?
I know, but the thing is, I've cleaned out so much shit that I'm running out of shit to clean out.
I'm gonna go see it in the same respect that I went to go see Skyline.
So I'm pretty much just gonna have to accept the fact that it's gonna be a gigantic,
Out of anger.
Full screen.
yeah,
Where
full
I'm
screen
like,
soundboard.
Well, you know, I know that the guy from Scrubs is in it, but in
Oh,
this case it'd be Captain.
this-
I said like
I don't
8
know
times.
anyone
That shows
from
that I'm
Scrubs
kind of
in that,
weak when it
but-
comes to that. I'm gonna go for that
Derek
one
Carl plays the
iconic.
Earth guy.
But I'm gonna go for that one iconic piece and then just hate the entire movie. And I'm like, well,
Are we talking about that alien
Skyline?
movie? Yes.
Yeah,
Skyline.
it was a really, really bad movie.
I've never seen Skyline.
That's why I did not watch
I
it.
would not go see it. I mean, if
Is it better or worse than Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
Killer Clowns is classic. Though.
yeah, that one's like Leprechaun.
Oh my god. I
Skyline is
Shut up and
like
take my money right there.
Like give it to
Total
Michael Bay.
Recall
Michael Bay. Oh my god.
without the third boob,
And make it
Okay.
without any boobs actually.
All right.
I don't know. Whenever I watched Captain Planet, did anyone else ever understand what the kid who had the heart?
Oh,
power-
Windows sound.
I don't. Well, like,
Oh, that- I thought that
remember
was
seeing
just,
one
like,
episode
in
that was a
real
giant
time,
rat
right?
No,
in a
that was
sewer
on the
where the
episode.
pollution was.
I now have
caused
no
it?
sounds on.
And
I don't know, I
this
clicked
kid
something
kills
wrong.
the rat with his heart ring, and I'm like, okay, apparently it
Heart.
can kill things, but I don't know what heart does. Like,
Maybe gave it a heart attack.
yeah, that's the only possible
Heart
thing
attack.
that I could have ever figured out.
maybe
If we had a dollar jar, that would be $1. Cardiac arrest.
By my rules, it still is
Suck.
$1.
Worst power ever.
You have a heart murmur now.
I guess that's not really like a
Power
pun
not
though.
heart,
That
it's
could
dick
theoretically be what that does.
Well, I mean, like
It's a
wind,
heart
that's
ring, the guy
natural.
died.
That's
It was
wind.
actually a
And
giant
fire,
rat.
You know,
I
don't. he made
still
fire.
don't get.
Heart, I don't
Yeah.
know what that does.
The heart is probably like a clue that it gives
Yeah.
heart attacks.
These weird Indian kids. So, I I mean, it's.
He's from
I'll
South
look it
America.
up. Maybe they have like a
I
Wikia.
think he's from South America.
Captain Planet Wikia.
So to an American, that's all the same.
It's probably called like Planeteerpedia or
South
something like
American,
that.
Cuban, Arab, I don't know.
Like
Whatever.
the
Planetpedia.
The Pokemon one's called
There's
Bulbapedia.
America,
Yeah,
America's
and then
hats,
Star Wars one is
and then everyone
Wikipedia.
else. America.
America's hat.
I know the Walking Dead one is
All right, last up in news. A
thewalkingdead.wikia.com.
man cut off his son's thumb trying to saw off his cast
Oh, I completely
Yeah.
forgot about this one.
with a circular saw.
I'm excited for Walking
that's a
Dead to
home
pick back
job,
up.
I
They
would
left
assume.
out.
And
They
he's
left out
definitely
well.
going to go back to the hospital to get
I
another
think Sophia
cast.
being a zombie was a
Keep
great
his thumb in
idea.
place.
Yeah.
Yep. It,
I didn't
cut off the
expect
tip of
it,
his
but as
thumb
soon
and
like when they
nearly
were,
cut off
as
his
soon as they got done
finger.
shooting everyone in the barn, and then they heard that last little
His father
voice, I was
taken
like,
to jail
Sophia.
and is being held on
Called it.
$7,500 bond.
How old was the kid?
15.
I'd be so pissed. Like
No, really, would you if you got your thumb cut off there,
Yeah, I'd
Skyler?
be fucking pissed.
Yeah, I
So
actually
he
would
must
be.
have
That probably could have went without saying.
yeah.
I would be angry.
This guy
And I
always
feel
sounds
that that
like
was a very
winner.
intuitive
He's
comment.
I would be
making decisions
upset.
all across the board.
That would upset me.
Why would you do that? Like, you can go back to the hospital or the doctor and they take that off.
And I'm pretty sure they don't really charge you.
Is it?
Right?
Isn't it? Don't you kind of pay for it in the first place, and then you come back and
that's
take it
it.
off, or is it two separate payments? Because that's kind of a dick move.
Well, maybe it was
You pay the cast in
already
installments.
like a
It
whole
is. That is a
job.
dick
Like,
move.
hey, stick your arm in this plaster. Don't move for 20 minutes.
That's like
Apparently
paying
it
for
was
tire
a cast, it was
rotation,
purple.
but you have to
Maybe
pay
he had
for them to
something
take the tires off, and then afterwards pay for them to put them back on.
I'm gonna measure
Yeah.
your anus, son.
I did a tire rotation today.
Oh,
Use
I
the
hate
Ricky
tire
Martin
rotation.
scale.
Yeah, it was all
Because-
messy and shit.
I could never find. My dad has this like pneumatic gun, this air gun that's easier to take the bolts
All right,
off. I
and
can
so
never
that'll
find
be
it.
news.
Oh.
So I always have to
On
use a fucking
technology,
hand
so
one.
hopefully the
Yeah, my
power
dad
will
decided to
drop.
tell me that we had it after
don't
I
know.
finished. I was like, oh, we got this pneumatic air gun. You hook it up to the compressor. I'm like,
Time
Oh,
to turn up the hype
that's the old
machine
one.
and bring out those wallets.
Yep,
So
Time
dead.
for technology.
dude, I know.
Power Up Podcast.
It's
Like
a
I'm,
powerful
I'm glad you
power.
took both of our advice. Like
That's
I mean,
all right. I'll make new
it sounds
music this week.
amazing now, but like then
We're
it's
still
just
a
like
formerly Power Podcaster.
turn up the hype machine.
I guess.
Now I'd be like,
Break out.
turn up the hype machine and break out those wallets.
First up,
Shut up and take my
Internet
money.
service provider
This is time for
refuses
technology
the
news.
Pirate
Now
Bay.
Fry's
Hit
slowing you
Combo.
down.
Provider
Now Fry's slowing me down.
Fry from Futurama.
I don't know if you guys have
slowing me down.
noticed, but I
Refuses
found a
to block
better
Pirate
"Shut Up
Bay.
and Take My Money" clip. That's a lot more clear.
oh, really? I
Copyright
didn't notice.
Was it the one that I showed you, or
the
No, it was just
CIAPC,
another.
Oh, okay.
Copyright Information
I saw it somewhere,
Anti-Piracy
but
Center
never mind then.
was trying
Yeah.
to get them to block the Pirate Bay, and they said they will not block internet access to their users on.
Who would block internet access?
Sopa.
Pippa.
Oh, I've been.
That sounds like two like
I don't download
like
any of
Spanish
them there,
sisters.
obviously.
just
Sopa.
go there and check it out.
Peepa.
Good news articles.
I'm just making sure to see what's up. You know.
So
God
like,
damn it.
like
the witch end bosses in
Yeah, everything
Legend
I
of
ever
Zelda.
downloaded has been public domain.
Sopa Pippa.
MIDI
Sopa.
files,
I don't know what their names are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Pippa was the name of
They owned by a legitimate
the
company now?
And like,
Kate
God,
Middleton,
I don't know.
who married the prince,
Oh yeah, her sister
Something happened.
Pippa
Yeah, Pippa.
Middleton.
Following it very closely.
who has a nice ass.
Nice. So there you go. Pippa has a nice ass.
Well, they're based out of Sweden, yeah.
So
And
pass it.
because,
Pass
if
the
you go
bill.
on there, there's like a
Yeah. Pass.
email link or whatever, and it's not
just
like
get right behind it and
email
push.
It's a list of emails
Oh my
that they've
God.
gotten from like Pixar,
Pippa, a
Disney,
bill you can get
like,
behind.
all these other different places. And the
There's
emails
a
are
shirt that I actually want for
stuff, and then,
Christmas.
like,
It's
the
a
responses,
Ron
they
Jeremy
put all
shirt.
them on
Ron
there.
Jeremy for president.
Yeah, well, you're
And it says
basically
Ron
a dick, so
Jeremy
you
for
leave
president
alone
2012. If
all
you're
very
gonna get
nice.
screwed either way, so might as well get screwed by a pro. And on the back it says he's a long shot.
I know where that island was.
Just have
It's
someone
off
behind
the
like
coast of
Pippa's ass, just like
England or something like that. It's like it's
Nah,
it like
but
used
it's-
to be like
it's
an offshore
pretty-
oil
pretty fun.
area, and like people took it over and like trying to make it their own recognized country, and they were gonna try and buy.
We
it
should make
and
our
move
own
it there,
country.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the
3-hit combo land.
We have a micronation that follows us on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah, Walkoria.
What would you name that country?
off of, like, New
They're
Zealand or
Pirate
something
Bay.
like that.
Nice.
Pirate Bay.
Yeah.
Could you see if they got
Huh.
like
In a
admittance to
bay.
the UN?
They're not very funny.
I
followed them back. They have nothing to say.
Or something like that.
Dude, it'd be just some
They shut off our water. Rethinking this Walkoria thing.
The thing is, when like I started the Twitter for the podcast, I just followed a bunch of people that I recognized. Now I've like refined it. Like, why am I following you?
So I think there's like a tag team.
Like, I unfollowed
UN,
Fred
so,
Durst.
Like that little African territory.
because he never said anything interesting.
Hutu, the Tutsi.
Did-
no,
was every
they're both
post I
sharing
did it all
chairs.
for the
Musical
nookie?
chairs over there.
No.
That would be kind of funny.
I should have did it for the
Central
nookie.
Africa area has just
But
been
yeah,
like
instead of
people
like,
in
because I always see
musical
people on
chairs.
Twitter,
Whoever's
if
in the
like
chair at the current
a
moment
celebrity
gets to
posts something
make
like
the
dumb
demands.
or boring or something, people
Your
will be
name
like,
goes up
"You're
on
so
the board."
stupid," and
Sudan
they're
just
always
got
like, "Just
split.
unfollow."
You
And
know,
that's just
South
what I do.
Sudan.
Like, fucking
Yeah.
unfollow.
A few weeks ago. Yeah. Shit's changing, dude. Shit changes all over the place in there.
Shit is
All right,
changing.
next up, technology
You should
news.
see it
Google
too.
Plus. How do you guys like it?
Changes.
You should see if Toussaint Putty has.
I like it
Twitter.
as itself. Like, it's awesome.
Toussaint
but there's
Putty.
not enough people on there yet for me to
Getting
be on
searched
there all the
again.
time.
That's what I
Getting
think is genius.
they're really trying to grind me out for this pen, guys. Donations, please.
Oh man, I hope I get invited. I hope someone I know knows how to get on there. You know, like, and I think that's just genius. How there's that instant anticipation for an
And
invite.
that probably made the.
I forgot what I was talking about, but it sounded intense.
He lost interest in the
actually,
backswing
I'm
there.
mention this right now. If you want an invite to Google Plus, email
There you
us
go,
about-
Google Plus.
about the
Google Plus.
podcast at
That's what we were
3
talking about.
Yeah, invites.
gmail.com.
It opened up
Tell
soon
us if
after
you
that,
like.
but
Yeah,
I'll send you.
it was in
an
beta
invite
for
to
like
Google
what,
Plus.
3 months?
not even
And,
that
I
long.
was-
It was like maybe a month and a
Yeah,
half. It really
I was
wasn't that
telling
long.
Andy this off
Yeah,
air.
it was interesting.
Because it started out in early
took,
July, and this
like,
was
2.5
mid-July.
years
And speaking
for
of Google
10 million
Plus,
users.
Google Docs
Twitter took,
is
like, a year and a
amazing.
half. Google
Oh my
Plus took
God.
2
It's
weeks.
so much fun.
Andy, you know how when we were doing the Google Docs and you were like, we could see each other type like in real time?
Yeah.
But I was like, well, we're on the same
Yeah,
connection.
dude, they're like,
I was able to see
so
Skylar
close
type
to
in real time when
they're
he
like
was
a-
at his house and I was here.
slide
And they've
away
updated it
from,
a
like,
lot.
billion.
Because when I used it, it was like a
It's insane.
20
It's like a
second
seventh
lag.
of the world.
Like,
last time
I
used
could
it.
see like
Well, I
everything
think
he was
a lot of
typing
that
like
has
as he was
been, like-
typing.
Yep, and I could see Matt
You have
type
those
dicks
people like,
over and over again.
"Make an
Yep.
online account,
That's nice.
but then,
Yeah.
you know,
Classy
everyone
touch.
else is doing it, and I can't really keep in touch.
You said that very
Like,
condescending.
I think progressively,
Did I? Oh,
everyone's
yeah.
kinda geared
Sorry.
toward
It,
Facebook.
it sounded like you said it like you've
Once
never
on
done it.
Facebook, they're looking at
Didn't
other
mean to hurt your
places.
feelings, Matt.
Probably
Well,
like-
yeah. I mean, I just thought you were trying to pass yourself off as some messiah,
Yeah.
some dickless messiah.
Some dickless.
You don't think so?
Yeah, I refuse to have
Because I know
dicks.
right now they're kind of doing the few things that Facebook hasn't done right, like the chat.
But
Facebook's chat
Which
is done.
apparently
Another
Facebook
thing
actually
is
just
if you
did
post something on
after our
Facebook,
podcast.
Facebook reserves the right
Yeah,
to
they-
use it at any
They're
time.
listening.
If you look at
They
Google
are.
Plus's terms and
Facebook is
conditions,
listening to us.
Whatever you post is still.
Oh my
your
God,
problem.
these
Google-
guys are
Google's not
geniuses.
allowed
We'll
to.
just do that, and then we'll fuck it up.
Now,
And not give him any credit.
I remember someone saying, "I think it's funny how Google plays cute and tells me to enter my personal information when I sign up to Google Plus.
It's true. They already
They
got
already
it.
have that shit.
We're on the grid.
Plus, like everything.
I love how like after anything you say, like with a story, it's just like there's that dead space, and we're like, oh, we talk now? Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, now we
I
talk.
can just imagine how
Are you
valuable
done?
that's going to be with like
All right, I didn't want to interrupt.
Android.
And now we'll like talk over each other,
Yeah.
except for Andy.
Now I'll be like doing a story. I'll be like, and next up in news, guys, Skyrim.
Wait, hold on. 3 stories ago, you said something. It sounded like Skyrim. Was it?
Hold on, I just thought of a joke from earlier in the podcast.
We're gonna recall that.
Edit this in post.
You should wait like 10 episodes and then do that. Just be like, did you say Skyrim earlier? Like,
Did you say Skyrim in episode 20? Because I think you did. I wanted to talk about it.
I can look up more if I want.
Speaking of the iPhone,
Just do
No,
it.
I said-
See how far I
Apple
can
Store
call
was founded
back
in China.
before you guys are just like, shut up,
apparently
Skylar.
American
I said,
Go away.
I said Batman.
Kunming,
Oh,
the
well,
capital of
Skyrim's
the
really
city, Yunnan
cool, and
province
Or
in
just start
Southwest
naming
China,
off holidays
came across a
again.
fake Apple
Like, remember when you
store.
talked about the calendar man a
Said-
few episodes
and
ago?
There's pictures here.
Yeah, I came up
I
with
can
some. I have a
post
list
link
of
on our
more
Facebook page.
holidays, man. I'll
Search
take you
3
blow for
Combo
blow.
Podcastception to find it.
dirty. Dirty
I'm
bit.
a pro at that, haven't I?
It's all good.
Anyway.
I
well,
guess
this is our
April Fool's
podcast.
Day would
Of course
already
I'm
be
plugging it. It's not like I'm on someone else's podcast.
By the way,
like-
eat at Joe's, you know.
Eat at Joe's, by the way, guys.
Didn't get anything for that endorsement.
Maybe like
You don't get anything for any of our
except
endorsements.
about 18
Like Miller High Life.
Doritos.
Miller High Life. It's so delicious.
No, we kind of bashed Doritos. Well, not really bashed, but we said beer tastes like piss after you eat Doritos.
Oh,
Not beer, PBR, and High Life.
Apples on it like Aerosmith.
So far, we don't know about any other one.
And don't mix salt and
This,
vinegar
Apple
chips
Store
with your
pictures. It
Gardettos.
looks like an Apple store. It's
'Cause
Oh,
it's
no
not
one
any
would
good.
do that.
Yeah, no one would do that.
People would mix that
and all
into
the-
someone
all the
else's
things that
Gardettos,
look
but not
like
their own.
iPads,
Yeah,
iMacs
dick.
and everything, but they're
But thanks for
fake.
rewarding
They're
me
not.
with a
They're
ride
third
trip,
party.
followed by a
They're
punch in the
not
face.
Apple products.
I
Even
didn't,
the workers there
I didn't
wear
mean
the
to hit you in the
Apple
face.
Store shirts, like
I meant to
they're
push
Apple
the ride chip out of your hand,
not.
but I came in too late. Pretty
You
much.
like palm striked me in the face.
all over that.
They probably are now.
We were just like
this was only posted
sitting down here
4 days
writing
ago.
for one of the episodes of the podcast. I snuck some salt and vinegar.
No, not an
Pringles.
episode of the podcast. The Christmas special.
Christmas special. Sorry.
They were
Yeah, the
swap.
podcasts are not. Podcasts are not
Military
scripted.
force.
It's
Well, it was
amazing
it was
the
a
length
few
they went
of
to
the
make this look like a real
podcast
Apple store. Like, I probably-
spectaculars.
Yeah, I know, but when you said like an
Just
episode of the
look at these pictures.
podcast,
I
you
guess,
made it seem
yeah.
like
Apple Store.
I consider those
because I don't have.
Well,
the
anyway,
computers in my hand.
took some salt and vinegar Pringles,
But
crumpled them
apparently
up, put them in his Gardettos, and he like came in.
And then I punched him in the face for it.
He he took a handful, looked at me, he's like, "You son of a bitch!" And then like he's like, "Here, have a rye chip," and I'm like, "I love rye chips."
Alright,
Reach
next
for
up,
it, and
the
he
group
palm
Anonymous.
strikes me in the face because he's trying to knock it out of my
Breach
hand.
NATO security.
Well, I went to go knock it out of his hand, but his hand was pretty much at his mouth by that time, and I
Yeah,
was
the
like,
thing was in my mouth when he hit me.
You know,
so theoretically, I was still on target to hit the right chip. Your mouth was just in the way.
you know, on my birthday, I don't remember punching Camilla in the face with cake.
You didn't. I don't think.
I guess I
again.
very
No,
forcefully pushed cake into her face.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't remember you like hitting her with it, but I remember you throwing cake at people.
Yeah, I was throwing cake, but I guess I like rushed her and was trying to put cake in her face, and I guess I very forcefully pushed cake into her face.
Yeah, and you chased me with it, and I didn't spill my PBR. Sat down, and then Josh kicked over my PBR.
It's not like
They're probably smart.
John
Good.
drinks too much.
it's not like NATO has.
He really does.
He just says it like, as a matter of fact, we're all like laughing. He's like, Josh drinks too much.
He also enjoys the strippers quite a bit.
And,
If you say strip club, he's like that dog when you're like ball.
what?
You going?
Strippers,
The Blu-ray.
he will
got my
drop.
keys.
He will drop like.
I'll
100
drive.
He will drop like 150.
But yeah, just hop on my back.
A lot of people.
We will run there.
Once Anonymous sets its sights on something.
Dun dun dun.
I mean, just by sheer.
Where's your soundboard at?
Oh, I didn't have it up actually.
That's what she said.
I feel like then we'd run into like soundboardception.
Soundboardception. Divide the soundboard by 0.
Good, good.
Where we have like you could try and line up the soundboards.
How do you?
Oh, that'd be crazy.
It's
And now,
basically gonna be like random on.
And go.
I'm pretty sure you didn't use the soundboard.
No, I used it.
This first episode.
Well, I had the drops.
Well, yeah, but I mean, aside from that.
And I used to shut up and take my money.
75990.
I would never want to join that network because you're probably gonna have to put an email.
Oh yeah, the anonymous social network.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I have a feeling that
Sometimes
never
they hack for
actually
good,
made off
sometimes
the
they hack
ground
just
because
'cause they
Anonymous
hack,
made
so,
fun of
like,
it.
I don't
Much like
mind
most
having
things.
my information.
I don't have just a feeling. I know for a fact it
PSN
probably didn't make it
network.
off the
The
ground.
reason why it went down is just because they hacked in and they didn't actually do anything. But
Dude, you know what I was insane was the sheer amount of just videos
Owned.
of just getting the fuck hacked out of them after the PlayStation Network. Because like, oh, that happened, and then like.
Oh, yeah, I
18
forgot you
other
still have
companies
those.
just got it.
Yeah, like everyone.
So over your flash drive over here,
I thought it
haven't
was
used it
really
yet.
funny how they had.
I put it in my
Rented
pants.
Amazon
sometimes.
server.
What's his face? The
All right,
guy
cool.
who
Sweet.
threatened to destroy Anonymous.
Destroy it up. Dun dun dun. We should
Oh, his name was
route.
Gary
Everyone forgot him.
Barone?
I just think it's
Barlow?
so funny. Like,
Who?
there was
You
a
did
thing on
like
Stephen Colbert about it.
you said his name like
And,
exactly how you said the
Like
name
they,
here in the
I guess
episode.
they remotely wiped his iPad.
Yeah,
Like that was one thing they did.
It's
They,
either Barone or
took all of
Barlone.
his emails and put them up on like a giant PDF file, and then like everyone torrented it and then started seeding it and stuff. So everyone got them, and it was like this big security corporation. So everyone was all
Anonymous
freaking
would
out
never
about
do
it.
something like that.
Never.
Actually, it was
But I just
only
think the funniest
3
thing
people
was
who
they
did it.
Remotely wiped his iPad.
But they were anonymous.
It's just
No.
like the icing.
Were
on
they
the shit
affiliated with
sundae.
Anonymous, or they were just anonymous, and the fact that they didn't know who they were?
Yes.
All right. Good answer.
On my iPad, they just turn it on.
There's nothing. It's back to factory default. It's like, thank you for purchasing an iPad. You're like, son of a bitch.
Well, they like hacked his Twitter account too, and they changed.
Oh, you play
it
footsie with me,
was,
Skyler.
Barone. That was his last name. It was like
Here,
Tony
see?
Barone or something like that.
I don't know.
Barone?
I don't
Barone
remember
or
specifically
something?
either.
But they changed his picture to the Forever Alone face. Forever Balone.
Forever Balone.
Barone or something like
That
that.
is awesome.
Barone,
That is
Balone,
pretty
something like that.
Or something like that.
Doing your
All
research
right,
before
last
you come.
technology news.
Not like you knew what was going to come up.
I'm sure a lot of people have heard about this. How did they hack everybody's phone?
Oh yeah, news of the
Hacking
world.
the voicemail specifically.
Yeah, I didn't highlight enough in the
Apparently-
story.
You can
This
call a
article was
phone, you
gigantic,
can, like,
and
do,
I realized like
cell phone
halfway
spoofing
through
or something whenever
talking
it's
about
wrong.
it that I didn't highlight enough
It's where
important
you can-
information.
It's a program
And then I
that
couldn't
changes
find
your
it because it was
numbers
all just like a wall of words.
Yeah,
And it basically just
actually,
became me
video
going, yeah, I
podcast
recognize
you
some
guys
of
will
these
see about
words.
Doing
I think-
spoofing and changing some guys.
I've seen those before.
Greeting. It's hilarious.
The
But, It was nothing.
Oh, there it is,
I mean,
greeting.
yes, technically, it was like malicious, but he kind of changed his name to like that.
I mean, I could try again. Make it
But,
funny.
apparently,
sugar bun.
if you for a lot of phones,
Skylar
if you
just
call
threw
the
something.
phone
It's stuck in the
from that
blinds.
phone's
How'd
phone
you
number,
do that?
I don't know. I
get the voicemail.
javelined. Andy, look at
But
that.
if you have it password protected, they
No
have
way.
I was
didn't
like,
realize there was
threw
any
it,
butt password
switch to the
protection
left,
on.
landed in the
I
blinds, and it
I remember when
stuck.
I
There was
set my
one time. Do you
voicemail, I
guys
think I
remember
copied
making
it.
pen launchers?
Yes.
I was like way across my house, and I shot it like through the family room, through the kitchen, and it impaled.
And that's
in one
why I
of the
don't have my
blinds.
older brother anymore.
But
It impaled
apparently
in the
enough people
blinds that my parents.
Hailed the
didn't have
cat.
it password protected that you
My
could
parents
actually
did the whole.
get in.
If anything ever happened to these blinds, your life is done for. And I was like,
Not even
fuck.
one of the major-
and it's probably still there.
Yeah. One of
The
the
pen
steps
is?
this
No,
system
the hole in the
says
blinds.
to keeping your information safe is
I
to
just
block
never
your outgoing
brought it
caller
up.
IDs.
Hope
So
no
it
one
says,
saw it.
like,
Yeah. Same with the hamster cage. I was skateboarding one day and fell off, and the skateboard went straight into the hamster. Like we were
And it murdered the hamster.
we were
Like, what?
keeping all the
Because no one
stuff in the
answers
garage
the
because
phone.
we didn't have a
Right.
hamster
Yeah,
anymore.
exactly.
Oh, okay.
And so it broke through one side, so I just
nobody
flipped it around and put it back in the shelf.
Do you?
And
I
like 2
specifically
years later,
answered
they were
just,
cleaning
like,
out the
find out
garage
who
and
it
we were
is.
moving, and they're
And,
like, "Andy,
just one
know
time,
anything about this?"
my ex-girlfriend
It reminds me, when I was like
blocked out
7, we got this new
and,
white couch,
you just
and my
read
parents
it
weren't
on the
home.
phone like it was supposed to scare me, like
This
one
was
of
just
the
after
horror
school,
movies.
and I
like,
spilled Mountain Dew on it,
Get done.
and so I flipped the cushions,
Hey, you okay?
and like. They
Are
didn't
you
notice until I was
asthmatic?
like 14 or something
Why?
like that, and they're like,
And, like,
"Well, there's some down here." I'm like,
totally
"I have no
know.
idea."
It wasn't mysterious at all, but,
And then
you know,
and
I
we
just-
don't have the
I like
couch
to fuck
anymore,
with
so
those people just 'cause
Did you?
The
did you ever
perfect
tell 'em?
crime.
I'll probably tell them in a
all
couple
skeptical
years.
and stuff.
You know, I guess I was
who
7.
is
I'm
this?
21 now.
Nice
I'll let
try,
that simmer
asshole.
for a little
Find
bit.
you.
Maybe another
Stop
year and a half,
calling me
too.
So what are we talking
that'll
about this
do for
episode?
Technology
I don't-
news.
No,
You
we're
guys
done with
ready for the
technology.
main event.
Main event.
Gaming news.
Get ready for that
Again, I don't know
old
if this
drop.
drops as Power Podcast. So here we go.
It does say Power Podcast.
Brush up on your gaming lingo.
No, it doesn't.
You're gonna need it.
Yeah, this is like the same one. Oh no, this is the.
This is one that I've used until
Yeah.
recently when I came up with a better one.
Oh, maybe we can keep that one then when I do new drops.
Yeah.
Well, so
Well,
far
Skylar
you're
will call me
batting
out on it, make me
0.
feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what am I at now? 0.3.
I'll twist that knife.
Feeding.
3,
Twist that knife. Yeah, how's that feel? Yeah.
So 0.300.
Like, this will make us stronger.
Super Meat Boy developers don't care about piracy. They literally said on the Dark Zero podcast when asking about people pirating their game, "We don't fucking care." That is a direct quote.
Dude, they've made so much money.
And they said
That's a
they
game I
look at
still
it
need
this
to play,
way,
Super
if,
Meat Boy.
someone pirates their game, they like
I
it.
I'll wait for a
honestly-
good
to the
sale.
point where they're
I'd
gonna
never
tell
heard of it
people,
before
"Hey,
the
let's look at
story."
this." And they're not gonna
Apparently
say,
it's a big
"Hey,
deal.
look at this
Super
game
Meat
I
Boy is
sold."
someone I used to meet on the
People are gonna
weekends.
wanna go out and
In Uncle Touchy's
because
naked
not
puzzle
everybody-
basement.
Oh, nice callback.
So
What game is it that?
Or call
everyone's
forward.
pirating?
Super Meat Boy.
Super Meat Boy. What
Which
are you,
I've seen,
retarded?
it looks like a fun game.
This is a gaming podcast? Yeah, you can go.
It looks like
Door's over there. Please leave.
like that.
Thanks for showing up. This was a nice audition. No, we'll call you.
About Battle Kid?
No.
Yeah. Well, I think we should give
it's like
Tom a
that
call
too.
back.
What is this on like a console?
Well,
Is this
I was
phone?
playing Skyrim the
I
other
wanna be the
day,
guy who's
and then I
computer
just went to
game
smoke a
that
bunch of
kinda-
weed.
It's a
End of
extremely
story.
hard game. Like, that's
And then
the
I
way
came
it's
home
kinda
and
it's kinda
slept.
wacky too. Like at the end of the game.
Sorry,
when you
Skylar.
finally beat the guy.
I did not mean to kick your
you,
feet.
it does the ending from Super
Apologies.
Mario World, and this isn't really a spoiler. This is like if you play the game, watch out. An apple falls from a tree.
Oh,
and
I want to be the guy.
and you don't think
I
you
should
can
stream
move
that
because
sometime,
it's
but I
cinematic,
I will.
you
I will
can
not
move.
beat it.
If that
I
apple
know
hits
I
you,
will
you
not
die.
beat
You have
it.
to fight the boss again.
What?
I'm not that good, and
That
I'm not
is
that
so
dedicated to
awesome.
become good.
What game?
But
I Wanna Be the Guy.
Games like Battle
Wanna
Kid,
Be
which
the
is
Guy.
actually an
Yeah,
NES
it's a downloadable
It was
game.
made 2 years ago.
I told you guys in
but it's an
episode 1.
NES game. For the NES.
Remember? We're listening to it right now.
That's awesome.
I was there.
Yeah,
I was there.
it's hard as
play it on
shit.
an NES. And,
What's it- is
and
it for the
Meat Boy-
NES?
Super Meat Boy was
No,
on
no,
the
that's
computer and
Battle
console.
Kid, which
Oh.
is another game that's hard as shit. But I Want to Be the Guy
It's a
and
game
I Want to
which
Be the
is
Bashi are both for
hard
computer.
Are they free?
Yeah.
I'll check it out. I currently
I'll
don't
check
have
it out.
my computer.
Nice
I'm going to be
shade.
honest. I never checked it out. I lied to
Next
you.
up, are
I'm
either
not
of you guys
going
planning
to.
on getting
I never
Star Wars:
will.
The Old Republic?
It sounds stupid.
Just 'cause I have to pay.
You
It
son
says
of a
Knights
bitch.
Knights of the Old
This is
Republic.
all an elaborate setup so you can play the games I recommend.
They screwed me with Knights of the Old Republic.
This whole
The
thing,
first
just an
one was
elaborate
amazing,
setup.
the second
That's
one was
some
stupid,
nice
and
shading
I'm
you
just
got
not
there,
gonna buy
Skylar.
another game from them.
I like the way you
With
shade.
video games with me, it's one strike you're out. That's how I went with movie games.
That's how it
I
works with
played
sex with
Shrek
me.
2. I rented it
One
because
strike
I was
and
a
you're out.
kid. I was foolish.
If you strike me once, you're
I'm
out.
never gonna buy another.
Slap. Ah!
or rent
No.
another movie game.
Now, if you strike me over and over,
Captain America.
I'm not gonna continue.
one strike and I'm
X-Men
out.
versus Wolverine game.
Smack.
It apparently had nothing to do with the movie.
You.
For NES.
What a horrible thing to yell during sex. Goo.
You guys ever play,
It's hammer time.
At some point in the game,
I have AIDS.
in pink jumpsuits. That's level 1. Yeah. I don't remember that.
What a
in the
great
movie,
time to
but
mention
it happened.
I'm spent. You can
Jurassic
see
Park
yourself
game.
out.
I was one time, I don't know why I looked this up, but I was with Josh
I
and
nearly beat
looked
the whole
up
thing. I
the
missed
chances
where
of getting
you're
AIDS
crazy,
through
like,
different
one
ways. It's on
way.
Wikipedia of different ways of contact.
top down, but when you go to
And
the building, it's
AIDS
first
through
person.
like oral sex
And it's first person
is like
shooter with the Super
1
Nintendo
in 2
controller.
million.
It's fucked up.
I'm like, I like those odds. I'm like, I'd take those odds.
It's fun enough that I.
Well, yeah, I'd do that.
I have
What's
a video
the-
saved,
what's the
actually. It's still
chances
on the
of
Power
vaginal?
Podcast YouTube,
It was
but
like
we eat
1 in
T-Rex.
200 or something like that.
I think,
Yeah.
Lawnmower
And
Man
blood
is that
transfusion
one
was like
that
1 in
brings
2.
all the
Oof.
Yeah.
Felix the Cat's
But
pretty sweet.
oral, yeah, I'd take the
I
chances on
streamed
that.
that last night.
I mean, if they're hot.
Or no, yesterday. afternoon.
You don't really think of a lot of people.
You don't want to risk it on Barb.
Betty Boop first person.
Don't act it out.
That's enough.
The fact that the collector's edition
like
is was
getting oral
actually
sex
the
from
things that are in it.
uh,
Silly putty.
From a ceiling
Can't really zoom
fan.
in,
Richard
so I can't really
Nixon.
read much.
From Richard. Those are just those
big
jowls.
jowls.
So who put this up?
Are you done yet?
Sticking
Star
your
Wars,
dick
the
in a
publicstrategies.com.
vat of Vaseline.
Why you
That's what it would be like.
It's gross.
I don't know. Isn't, like, the point
Come
of
out
the
right out and say it.
collector's
That's
thing
gross.
not
And then like
being,
you get
but,
some
like,
of that
whatever
stuck up your
fucking
urethra. So when you
poster,
pee, it's like a
keychain,
kind of a
whatever you
gun.
get
It's just like
with it.
The only
shoots out there.
collector's thing I've ever gotten was a keychain. for Battlefield Bad Company.
It helps if you don't listen.
I won the
You just
collector's
kind
edition Halo
of.
3
I picked
games,
up on the
but I didn't
last
get
sound
the-
effect he
Yeah,
did, and I have no idea what it means.
oh.
It was an easy trivia question too.
I
Who were the
listen to
main enemies
everything
in the
you
first
say.
Halo game? The elites.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Well, I mean, it was more. I guess that might not necessarily been the question, but the answer was elites. I guess the main infantry unit or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Shifting gears here.
Shifting gears.
Has anyone seen who the new DLC from Mortal Kombat is going to be?
Freddy
Have you seen
Krueger.
this guy?
No, there's no
The new
way.
downloadable character.
Yeah.
Could you venture
That wouldn't
to
make any
guess?
sense.
That's
It's
stupid.
not a video game character.
It's from a movie.
I guess technically he's been in video games,
Oh.
but only a couple, I think.
No, there's no way it's
Say
Freddy
beautiful
Krueger,
joke,
Andy.
just because, you know.
Beautiful
He's
joke.
never been in
Mortal
any
Kombat.
video games.
That'd be crazy.
I ripped their fucking head off.
The next DLC from Mortal
See,
Kombat is
here
going
it
to be
comes.
Freddy Krueger.
Oh,
You were right.
damn
That's
it.
$5.
Andy, how'd you know?
He looks pretty.
That's $5
sweet.
from
Like
Andy.
the Terminator.
That's
Like
$5
feature.
from Andy.
Foresight is a pun.
Sweet too, dude.
Foresight.
How is it a pun?
The first one
Explain
is
You'll
this to
see.
me.
I want $5 for
If
pain
you
and
get so much
suffering.
foresight, you'll see.
Wasn't it Brad Pitt was on the
That's
got
$1.
pulled, and then the blood shot out onto the wall or onto the ceiling. Well, what you do is like he opens up kind of
That's
like
not
a hole
a
in the ground and
moon.
pulls the.
This
$1.
is a moon.
Blood, like a fountain of blood starts shooting out. The other one is he makes an incinerator appear out of the ground, grabs the person, and throws them in the incinerator, and they're all screaming and stuff.
Pretty
He goes
badass.
Over and waves at him and shuts the door.
Whoa, we got a badass.
Whoa, we got a badass
That,
over here.
that new Mortal Kombat
I
game,
love that new meme.
haven't
And the
seen
offshoot
Yeah.
meme
myself,
where,
but
wow, that
it
guy's
was
actually pretty
really cool how
badass.
they, like, carry over injuries.
That is
I
probably
ripped
my
out your
favorite
kidney
new
in the
meme
first
is the
round.
whoa, we
You're
got a
missing kidney
badass
and
here.
There's a hole in the
We
side.
should try and make good
Enjoy.
a meme.
Yeah, it's I played a lot
I
of
think
it.
there
It's
is one.
fun as shit.
Good? There's
There's
Megusta,
so much to do.
but
That's what I'm
Megusta
saying.
is
Yeah.
that
Like,
is
I'm
pleasing to
enjoying
me.
this.
With that was
Yeah.
like bookends, which looked really cool because it had like Scorpion.
There's
on
also
one side.
Fuck Yeah
He
and
was
Close
using
Enough.
that as a little come over
Because
here
like
one
if you
thing,
succeeded on a
and
Close
then
Enough, then
Sub-Zero
it would
was
be
on the other
good.
side, like on your other bookend, and he was getting stabbed through with it. Really cool.
Oh, that's really
Something I like to do when nobody's
It is
watching
really
is,
cool.
when I'm vacuuming
Masturbate.
and I get done vacuuming, I pull the cord out of the wall and go
Get over here! Ha, see, I knew that one was coming up.
I was gonna guess masturbate.
Well, that too, but I mean that's that's a given. Battlefield
Nice sound
3,
effects there,
anyone
guys.
excited for that?
What are you, farting out of your dick?
I love Battlefield.
I like the story and stuff in the Battlefield Bad Company, but after
Battlefield
that, I
Bad
stopped
Company was
playing
awesome.
just because the controls were so different.
probably
from
what I'm
Call of
saying,
Duty,
yeah.
and I like
they
Call
were
of
pretty
Duty.
different. The Battlefield Bad Company 2 was a good game. I feel like the only thing they didn't do right was they turned it serious.
Yeah,
Battlefield.
They shouldn't have done that. I'm going to reiterate that fact. They should have made it funny
It
again.
wasn't a bad story. Like, if this was like a Modern Warfare, it would have been an awesome story. And it was still a
I
good
played the
story.
beta
but the thing
for
is, it was
Battlefield
such a
3.
change from 1 to 2. In the first game, they were all kind of goofy, having fun. They were kind of in it for their own reasons to get gold. In the second game, they're all kind of serious, like, we're going to finish this war. It's just like...
Let's finish it.
Like,
Let's do this, guys.
He doesn't even end either. I watched the ending on
Battlefield 3, no,
YouTube for
okay,
Battlefield Bad Company 2.
They leave it
Same
open
characters,
for another
different
one.
personalities.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy a Truckosaurus. Now let's finish this.
The ending to Battlefield Bad Company
Truckosaurus
2
will have to
was the
wait.
badass ending
Revenge.
of the whole game.
Revenge is my new priority.
Justice.
Spoil it for you if I tell you the game's been out for like a year or something.
Say it, Andy.
What it is
Go
is
Batman.
The final
Justice.
battle takes place on a freaking airplane.
Andy's best Batman
And,
is though when he's talking normal, and then randomly goes Batman like, "Yeah, it looks like it's time for justice."
And then you go and grab.
So
a
what's
chute,
the next story?
and the
Justice.
bad guy runs and grabs a chute and jumps out. So you don't have a chute.
So I'm talking to this chick at the bar, and she's like, "Hey, you want a shot?" I'm like,
"Justice."
And so you
Wouldn't
shoot
you blow
the
a
guy
hole
and
through
kill him,
the
and
parachute if you
and,
shoot him?
God, who was it? I think
You had to not.
Haggard
I mean,
grabs
theoretically,
the
yeah,
parachute
but I shot the guy
and,
in the
like,
face.
Starts trying to, like,
Oh,
slow
okay.
himself down
In
and
the
right in his arm and stuff, so
face.
you have to reach down
One
and
could
grab
say,
the
"In the
parachute,
face."
put it on, and, like,
Just call Leaper
launch
right
it.
now and be like, "Leaper, say it
It's
quick."
epic as shit.
We have you on speaker.
I was,
Um,
I don't know. I was playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
How would someone fall if they just died midair?
the one that
Probably,
how
they
just-
fall at 9.8
I
meters
think
per
that's
second. That's how they
Yeah.
fall.
where,
Like, I think they
I
would,
didn't ask what
I don't
speed.
know. I just
That's how they would fall.
It
They would
was,
fall at that
The
speed.
end of the first one.
Yeah,
I
if
think-
I
I
asked
just
speed
really
things.
didn't enjoy that
Yeah.
ending.
God forbid I know
Like,
things.
I mean,
That's
Yeah.
the bridge one.
yeah,
You're just a soundboard monkey.
yeah.
I was
It's,
like,
And the Segway machine.
like it was. It was
I
a
think they
really
would just
cool,
kind of like go limp.
cool
'Cause,
game.
you know,
leading
sometimes
up to
when
it,
you
everything
like
was really
control
Well, would they
your
just start
body
like
things,
flailing?
You know,
I think
get
so.
shot at by a helicopter.
because you would
or
lose
whatever.
all motor function.
And like,
I assume so. Yeah.
I don't know.
get
You'd
shot in the
evacuate
head,
your bowels.
Bleeding out on a friggin' bridge.
All over that parachute. Enjoy, fucker.
Don't care, still alive.
His last ditch effort, just
Dumb ending.
shot in the head. Shit.
Like,
up.
oh,
Use
the
it now.
parachute and everything, and took his wife, and they're all
You
happy.
pull out the parachute and just dookie flies everywhere.
Shake and bake.
It's stuck to the
Apparently
bottom and it just
GameStop
starts
wants to grow
peppering you with it. That's true.
Yeah.
Really?
They want to take away
We should have just made this the
They should've hired
Mad
me.
Skylar and Andy talk about random shit. We're also episode 21.
I've
Pretty
heard-
much. I mean, we've talked about the
people
episode,
ask,
but then we just started talking about other stuff.
More people.
I
than
feel
not
this is
say they hate
1.5 because we're still funnier
Well, I
than we
don't
were
know.
back. I honestly think we've gotten funnier. Me in particular, just because I didn't know what to do.
And I wanted to get out and to read.
I like
I've
how we
noticed-
fill the
I've
dead
noticed,
space
though,
after
like,
you read
This past year, when I had, like,
stories.
800
Yeah,
Instead of just being like,
I've noticed that the
now
food
is it my,
industry
my turn? I don't want to.
has
Don't want to jump the
worse
gun.
customers,
Andy- oh.
but it's more.
Oh,
fun.
were you gonna
Like,
were you gonna say something?
It seems
Oh, no,
like
no,
you
go ahead.
go
No,
more
no, you go ahead.
with your
I'm just
customers.
gonna start being that
Retail
dick.
business, so
no,
it's
Oh,
like-
so you were saying that? Hey, Skylar, shut the fuck up. It's my turn to talk.
no, see, we don't
So
take
here's
turns.
what I was
No, we don't
saying.
take turns. see, I just talked over
I'm
you.
talking, motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we were just,
No, so I was telling.
we were just like, what? No,
My fondest memory of
You-
all of us
I remember
working
for the
up
first
there
episode, Three Way of
was like,
Awesome, we're like, okay, if you're gonna say something, just raise
Yeah,
your hand.
yeah.
and we were all
I'm like, yeah, that worked.
Like everyone was working along, and I was working on the far left register.
usually it's
And then
just,
Josh just comes
whoever
up
we
the
think
back
will
and
be
starts
funnier in
talking,
this
just
situation.
Yeah.
So it's whoever's talking.
And
Basically-
they vote for
just goes to the
themselves.
rest of the
Basically,
song,
it's
and
like,
we just,
all right, read the
everyone
story,
said the
and
lines,
everyone
so
say
it
a
sounded like
joke.
really, like, demonic
We'll
chant.
vote on the funniest one. Keep that in.
This is
We'll edit
like
in post.
rushed, and I stopped what I was doing, and I was saying it too. And like,
That's
I could just
gold.
only
That
imagine
would
what
actually
customers
be
were thinking
a
about it.
pretty
It was
solid
so
idea.
funny.
But that would be a
That'd
little
be
bit
a
more
lot of
rehearsed.
editing.
That would be a lot of editing.
really loud while I was doing it.
Yeah, it would seem a little bit forced after a while.
Give it
Either
a
that or
whirl.
we'd seem genius.
Yeah, these guys are amazing.
Oh, they want us to do it live. We're like,
Oh fuck.
yeah.
It would just run into like mediocre three-hit combo again.
It
seems like right up until episode 22, you were like, okay. But once you hit 22, from there on out, it was dynamite.
Yeah.
You only said funny things. No. What can I
You
say?
guys never ever say like or something like that, or you never like, so you know, That's really good. You guys are really good at speaking.
Brent had to go in the back.
You know, I
for
just
20
when
minutes
I
and was laughing so hard.
Just cut all
This
that
is what
out.
I do.
Hyena laugh where he's like, sorry, hold on, I screwed that up. We'll fix it in post, right?
Yeah.
This is a live interview.
I played Uncharted 2 with them.
What?
You guys are so amazing on the podcast. How do you do that? Dr. Dick Meyer. Keep that one. Edit the rest out in post.
This is like, I don't care.
It's
Make
a
it happen.
lot- I don't know if it's right to say harder work, but it's like a lot busier in pulses and stuff, and you're like working harder as a group.
Yeah, I've
Working
noticed
harder
that
as a group.
in food and retail. Like food.
It's what we do.
Retail, it's usually like if it's a busy.
How many jobs have you
quote-unquote
had?
busy
A
day,
lot.
it's
I have had
the
a
same
many a
busy
job.
At 5 o'clock than it is at 10
Count 'em.
o'clock. If it's a busy day, like a night at like.
Well, I worked at
dead
Panera,
at 4,
and then I
dead
worked
at
at
5.
Baker's.
This has nothing to do with
Between
anything, Andy.
6 and
Thank
7,
you.
Then dead.
And then,
that busy time is insane.
Then I worked at Dial America. I worked at Best Buy. I worked at Batteries Plus. I
You worked at Dollar
Yeah.
America?
And
Dial.
Old Navy closed down, so that Panera's not
The
happening.
hell is that?
It's a telemarketing place.
Oh, how's that?
We only worked there for a day. It was bad. So
Do you only work
Alright,
at a lot
so
of places for a day?
moving
It seems
on
like
now.
you've worked at
We
places
should
for a
there
day.
were a lot of bad places to work. Worked at Best Buy. I worked at Sherwin-Williams for a while. Blockbuster.
What does Sherwin-Williams
Sports,
do?
Mixed paint.
We have such good stories. Anyway,
And
Stock
this
paint,
past
which
week
sucks.
was the anniversary
That's it?
of.
I mean,
paint.
they have
10th
paint, stain,
anniversary of it
paint
being
supplies.
Final
like
Fantasy
painter's
X
tape.
was the game that sent the PS2
I've
over
worked
the
at-
N64 in sales.
Like at Blockbuster, I said the pizza place. I worked there
It's
for a
the
while.
one that put it ahead of
Is that
the
what it's called?
N64
Yeah.
selling-wise.
Where's that at?
A few
168th
things from
and
Final
Blondo.
Final
Okay, that's
Fantasy
probably why I
X.
haven't seen it.
That you
I
might
worked
not know
at.
was that it got a
Where-
39 out of
hell
40
else did I work?
total score in
I got some
Famoso
other ones.
magazine.
Oh, Above and Beyond, fucking cleaning air ducts.
39.
How's
Spent
that?
8 consecutive weeks in the
Sucked.
top 10 sales.
Does it say
My cousin has a job there, so I helped him a few times.
Oh, man.
I still had to apply and get.
I can't
like,
remember
Joe was on her period.
if it was in here.
I think that might be it.
Article. Okay.
A lot of
Final
places have your
Fantasy
social
10's
security
39 out of
number.
Your
40
W-2s
showing
can be
placed it
fucking
in
everywhere.
Oh my god, I know it's gonna be terrible, but it's only gonna be terrible for
that
1
had
year. Man, I
managed
only gotta
at
do it
least
once.
39 out of 40. Okay, so
Hopefully,
Until
UPS.
one reviewer said the
Well, yeah,
character
but then
customization
I mean,
felt
I've
limited.
had the job I've had now
And
for
instead
about
of-
3
instead of
months.
it getting
and
a
I
10,
plan on,
wow,
I
that's
plan
a
on,
personal record.
plan on staying. I stayed at Panera for 4 years.
You got a 10, 10, 10.
So
Dude,
what?
I'm
Okay,
at
then it's not a
4 years
personal
now,
record. What do you want from me?
It placed it
But
in a group
but I plan on staying
like
there, so
Ocarina of
chances
Time,
are
Virtua Fighter
2012's
2, Soul Calibur,
W2
Super 64,
in the winter of 2013 will be very simple.
It will either be 1, maybe 2,
I'm hoping 1
or 3 dozen.
possibly 2.
That's,
It's gonna be like a dozen this year. Seriously. It's gonna be so
like
bad.
only 3
Well,
of-
and the thing is,
only
like
3
Champs,
different,
Sherwin-Williams,
types of characters.
There's only one character.
and
you need,
Blockbuster,
baby,
I've already
Eddie
been
Gordo.
through. Those
That's
were
in Tekken 3,
those were
and
after I
it's just
quit
like doing that
Panera.
stupid
So they were
capoeira.
this year's.
And then you
But
just
hey,
mash
listen to an episode of our
square,
podcast.
jumps around and flops?
Hey,
That's why I
nut
mentioned
that
earlier. That has nothing to do with anything.
During Final Fantasy X's launch, PS2
Yes.
sales increased 77%.
Oh wow,
That's a lot.
it's very insightful,
Yeah,
man.
I was gonna say like, did it just like give it like a little nudge? But
That was a good game.
PS2 consoles
That was.
sold 77% more because of Final
Wasn't it
Fantasy.
supposed to be coming to the PlayStation Network?
What was the break?
Is that, I think that's what we were talking about, and I don't think it's come yet.
It was 2 years.
Huh.
Did
I don't know.
It's already in the
Final
Xbox.
Fantasy 9
It's weird. It's on the marketplace.
The Xbox Loop?
10th year, 2011, so
They
2011
called
was
the
when it
X
came
the
out.
Loop Marketplace.
the loot
So, yeah,
marketplace.
2 years.
It was a fun game.
The
I believe they were.
fuck it, abort. Nah. Don't have a joke there.
I could have sworn they might
Edit it
have
in post.
No,
Yeah.
they were working on
I just want our fans to know there's like no post editing.
Yeah, there's very little post editing. I do some noise reduction because there's a weird noise on my mic specifically.
Yeah.
But
Sales
besides that,
strategy
yeah,
or
there's
something.
really
They
not a
were
lot of
like
post.
one
There was a lot of
after
post on the
another,
Christmas
so they're
special
working on
stuff
all
though,
of
like
them
the
at the same
prank
time.
cast. There's a lot of editing and
Oh
stuff
my
like
God.
that.
The funniest
You know,
thing
just
that I've ever heard.
keep it
was,
stuff,
like,
especially on the
I
prank
guess,
cast,
the
because you know,
developers of Final
if we're on
Fantasy
hold for 10 minutes, you don't
VII,
want to listen to us
they
on hold for
had
10
a
minutes.
plan to
I-
release
Unless we're saying funny things, but usually we're not.
I want people to
But I think
appreciate
it would be,
our
like,
Christmas special.
18 cartridges
Christmas special's gonna be good.
for the,
Should
the
be.
N64.
We're writing
I'm
the
like,
script.
that's a
We're
fucking
handcrafting this.
cartridges.
With
Although-
hardly-
And you're, like, swapping it
Although
out
not at
every
the time
20
you're listening to
minutes.
this.
yeah,
And then you have to blow on
Time
it
you're
and
listening to this, it's already done. It's just not out yet.
yeah. Now we're just sitting on a good egg.
one
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Dude, that would
could just be like at the end.
It's a
Like
Buster Blade
2/3 of the way through.
shaped case for all
So I
of them.
give up.
Start off with Christmas
Four
music,
discs
then
is
the
my
end.
limit. Like I can still handle 4 discs if I have to. Like Final Fantasy 9.
Are you good at handling 4 discs?
LA Noire. I played that whole game with 3 discs.
I think I'm going to talk about
Did not want
Final Fantasy 7.
You don't want to play LA Noire?
No,
was
no,
fun.
never mind.
Funny
I
shit.
can't get into it. I couldn't get into it.
Really? I got so into that game. I loved it.
I
game we
don't play
talking about?
murder mysteries. I don't
LA
go to
Noire.
parties for
We
murder mysteries.
moved
I
on.
go for free food.
There was more action than, I guess, reviews let on. There was actually shit
Yeah.
happening. You
They
had
were
chases
sneaky.
down,
It's like
shoot
thankyourwank.com.
people, tackle people.
When you
More
showed me
action.
that, I'm like,
Yeah,
no fucking way.
Why
Yeah.
not just get Grand Theft Auto?
Are you on there?
It's a website where you can go on and
Yeah, but
rate
it-
women you've
It
jerked
was,
it
I know a
to.
lot of people said it was another.
It's
Grand Theft
called
Auto.
And guys too.
Yeah.
It's for guys and girls. So
But it's called
if you've
Very
ever
Gear
thought
Weird.
of someone while doing it, doing the
and
deed,
that was more like
while
Grand Theft Auto
masturbating.
than LA Noire was.
So you just
Actually,
put the
LA Noire
picture
was
up and
developed
you can
by
go
Sony.
on
No,
there.
the pictures. It like hooks up through your Facebook or
Yeah,
something.
you can go on there and like search a name and see how many people have thanked
it's
them.
It's got the rock.
So you have to have the name of the person.
Yeah, you have to have the name of the person.
Okay, because I'm on B a lot, and I just get pictures.
Yeah, you have to have
And
the name of
like,
the person.
you know,
Rockstar couldn't.
hot Mexican chick with freckles. I mean, that's her name.
I like Valve.
They are right up there. Valve,
Redhead and high heels.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Make
I don't
bad
know.
shit, It just takes
Yeah.
them forever.
yeah. The thing with Rockstar though is like
Dude,
they
Rockstar is like the
consistently
best
put out,
company
like,
ever.
game like every couple years. and
Like
they're always
Valve,
fucking
whenever they
awesome.
put something out.
I think they should be announcing.
Whenever they put something out.
Left 4 Dead
They
3.
were- yeah, there was.
I would
rumblings
give
that
up
they were
fucking
gonna-
hope on Half-Life
Well, I mean,
ever
like,
if they did it.
Rockstar, they
If
have
their
like
next
4 or
game is
5
Left 4 Dead
different
3,
branches where
I
they
would
have,
give
like,
up
the one that just
fucking
makes
hope.
specific
That'd be hilarious.
Next
And
Halloween,
you have, like,
look
the
out.
ones that make Grand Theft
Yeah.
Auto.
Yeah, there's like.
We're
It's-
gonna put him on
that's-
Suicide
that's at
Watch
the
next time Valve releases anything.
That's at the Spike Video Game Awards, their big announcement. Left 4 Dead.
The Video Game Awards. At the time we record this, we're recording this on December 4th, or next week.
Yeah, I know.
When?
But
Just letting you know that it could happen very soon.
Oh yeah, I know.
We're gonna put you on Suicide Watch.
Las Vegas.
I'm gonna
That was
drag
like-
you to
that was
work
like 4
after you
different
get off
cities
work.
molded into one.
I'm just sitting in the corner, just brooding.
Omaha,
Fucking,
Nebraska. Just staring at the gas fireplaces.
fucking
Either in the ghetto,
Fuck
Left 4
them.
Dead. Who the
suburbs.
fuck's gonna
Grand
play
Theft
that?
Auto Omaha. I didn't think this joke was this early.
5-mile, you know, metro area.
Red Robin.
Sweet. Hey, meet me by the Boston Market.
Let's go to the old
So
market.
you
You
just
can
did the
ride
same,
the
like the
carriage.
same laugh
You
you
can
just
shoot the horses.
But one of my favorite things to do in
Terrorize
Red Dead
Val's
Redemption
pumpkin patch.
Get on a horse,
Like a
get
corn
full
mask and a
gallop as
chainsaw.
fast as I could,
Quick,
look
to the
down, shoot
CenturyLink
horse in the
Center.
head. You go flying off the front of that horse.
Formerly Quest.
Yeah, hijack a horse carriage in the old market.
Like, lassoed a guy and then got fast enough that he like handbraked it on a horse and the guy like flew off the edge.
I'm probably,
like the cliff.
if I don't say it here, I'm going to say it in a second.
All right, so
Okay,
our
my
final story
my
in
favorite thing to
gaming
do in
news,
Red Dead Redemption
Microsoft's
was
big gamble
run as
finally
fast
paying
as you
off.
can with a horse,
Microsoft
then
has
look
been
straight
whipping
down
the
and
shit
shoot
out
it in the
of
head,
Yeah.
and you fly off the end of
Everyone was saying,
the
we don't care about
horse.
motion controls, we don't
I
care
had the
about
best horse in the game, so I would
Finally,
never want to
it's
do
paying
that.
off and
I was
turning
like,
a
I don't want to
profit.
kill this horse.
Their profit
Never played
in that
any of the Red
division
Dead
alone
games.
has grown
Red Dead
Wait, no,
Revolver
I
wasn't
played
that good.
I played the first one. Yeah.
So
Revolver, yeah, it was
finally,
alright. but
Revolver was just
Redemption
okay.
was
Redemption
awesome.
was
I could never get past like the slow
Finally.
motion scene in
after all
Train
the red
where you had to like
rings,
pull up
after all
your
the
gun.
broken microphones, after
I
that-
think it was just the controller I was
all
on.
that
It's just
shit,
like
they're
your
turning
your
a
cursor was
fucking
either at the
profit.
very bottom
Alright,
or the very
Speaking
top.
of which, my
Yeah.
Xbox
And there was no like
Did
middle.
you guys ever play Gun?
and I have a new one.
No.
I have a
It was
Slim.
another Western game.
No,
like
it
Yes.
stopped
Dead.
working.
And I liked it.
I was so
It was a lot more.
No,
I
see,
think
they took
actually,
the red LEDs out, so it doesn't red ring anymore. It just stops working.
Gun.
Rockstar
wouldn't
made
load
it.
Rockstar made it.
Everything was polygon.
Either Rockstar or Neversoft, because I remember I was like, dude, it's the guys who made Tony Hawk Pro Skater making a cowboy game.
Huh.
Neversoft is kind of gone, isn't it? Or is that under someone else?
No, never. They made the last Guitar Hero, but other than that,
I went with Blu-ray because I owned a PlayStation.
Huh.
Like, all right, God, I hope Blu-ray wins because
I think there's still.
Thank you again for your insight.
It was fucking
Matt.
expensive at the time.
I think
Well,
there's.
more
Huh.
expensive if it
Huh.
needed to be
Yeah.
on console
Don't
in the
care.
first place, but whatever.
Trying to listen.
Whatever.
Be
I mean,
quiet.
we know we know.
How about-
I mean,
how about
I
a
know
bowl of
the
sh-
road we're going down when we talk about this, but whatever.
That's
We'll
the only
wait
one.
for another podcast.
podcast from
Is that weed?
Yeah, just me arguing about
On a
if
bowl
they
of
should have put the Blu-ray player in there in the first place.
Matt's
I
trying
think
to
now
actually
we
make
could've
this
put
a
a Blu-ray
director's
player
cut,
in there.
and
It
you know,
would've
just like
pissed
blah
me
blah
off.
blah.
It cost $1 bajillion.
You know what I think's kind of dumb?
So I was feeling on this first episode at this one point in time.
At this one point, I really felt like we had merged. We'd become one right there.
Like I mean, like
Not sexually. I mean,
This is relevant to the
just 3 guys
cause,
getting
but
it done.
have you seen the
Nintendo
video of Arnold
does all these weird
Schwarzenegger
things, but Nintendo always turns it
narrating
off. So I guess
Total
you can't really-
Recall?
Oh my God! Yes, he's like,
fucking-
yes, this is a good scene.
He basically just narrates what's going on in the scene, and she looks very confused right now.
well, shit.
Fucking
We could have done that with this episode, but instead we just started talking about random shit,
And that's only with GameCube.
which is what we
So, I
normally
mean, like,
do. So
you have, like, Wii,
it still
GameCube,
fits.
Those are kind of matched
It's
together.
like
GameCube can't play N64.
like I said, it's episode 1.5.
Super
Yeah.
Nintendo
It's
can't
just
play
us talking about
NES.
shit over us talking about more shit.
And occasionally being like, yeah, that was a really funny joke. I'm glad I said
Sony
that.
PS3, if you get the right one,
Repeating
you
jokes
know,
word
PS1.
verbatim as they're as they're happening. Money salad.
Yeah, got jokes in chorus over here.
And I think
I
the
think
360 was selectively backwards compatible, and you could also get one that was fully backwards compatible. But like the Pro one was backwards.
Most
compatible.
girls are backwards
I'm
compatible.
pretty sure.
Wasn't the Xbox 360 like only
Yeah,
gonna
anyone
play like
ever played.
Halo or
Oh, I'm
something
gonna play
when it was
Top
That I heard a joke about that.
the
They're like,
the arcade model did, but
There was
the
rumor
the
about
other
Halo 2
model
being
did.
the games
It
on demand.
played
Download,
everything.
I'd be all over that. Halo 2
I was just pretty sure that was like the only game when it was like
No, it was popular games
So,
like
like-
Halo.
This was
Huh?
before.
It would play popular
this was
games
about
like
when
Halo.
all
yeah.
the
So like,
multiplayer started to
was
degrade
Forza
and
around
racial
for the old
slurs.
Xbox?
I think so.
People in
Yeah.
Halo
It,
2
play, it
just
played like
hype, man.
Burnout
It's
Revenge
fun.
and stuff
and
like
probably
that.
Knights of the
Now
Old
it's just
Republic.
like,
That came out for
call
the
these racial
Xbox,
slurs.
right?
I'm just like,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
I'm a white guy in the middle of the
Yeah,
United
it
States.
mostly-
Like, you can't really call
Yeah.
me anything that offends
Anyone
me,
who
but
really
you'll
wanted
try.
just
Call
wanted
me
the
Hockey.
Halo.
How long
Cracker.
did the guys play
I think that's
the
it.
last
Yeah.
people to play Halo
Check,
2
check.
before they shut down the servers? How long do those people play for?
All right,
They
so
didn't
that'll do it
necessarily
for gaming
play the
news,
whole
and that
time,
will
but
do
they
it for our
stayed
first
logged
episode.
into
This was a
Yeah.
long episode. I
Xbox
think we did
Live,
very good.
and eventually they had to kick them off so they could take down the
Right,
servers.
right,
But they
right.
played for like it was like a
You did
month
very
after
good.
they shut
Much better
down.
for
This,
the
after they said they were going to shut down the servers, like everyone who logged out then couldn't log back in, so these guys just never logged out.
This thing to connect
And they eventually just
everything
kicked
to
them
that
off.
dongle.
The
Yeah,
Halo
everything
2
plugged into
servers.
that dongle,
That's awesome.
Which plugged into one port.
Pretty sweet. If you know,
Which
you
was
were
like
just
bad.
like you and like 8 other people are like, all right, guys, it's pretty
Hey,
awesome.
match up with you guys
If
again.
you're
Yeah.
listening to this and you've listened to Power Up Podcast before and you loved it, or you're listening to this for the first time, maybe on gpxgaming.net, and you love
What
the
happened
show,
to the guitar
remember, you can
exit?
email us.
Did you
email
just
us
get rid of it?
email
No,
us
this is an old one.
Email us.
Oh, okay.
See, we've gone just over an hour.
The
Once
gu-
I go
the
over an
guitar
hour,
one
I
was
just-
for the
I
retro
just
cast.
fall off a cliff, man. Email us at 3hitcombopodcast@gmail.com.
Mhm.
Also, we're on Facebook. Search
I like
3
it.
Hit Combo Podcast.
Now you can
You'll
just go to
find us. Become a
facebook.com/3
Facebook
Hit
fan.
Combo
You'll find all our other
Podcast.
social networks
Yeah.
like Twitter and Google Plus and stuff like that.
We don't
So,
really plug
for
Plus
Skylar,
anymore.
Andy,
No.
and myself,
There was
This is Matt signing out.
there was one night when it was me and I was IMing Matt, and I was like, Matt, I'm gonna do it. What? Check the likes. He checked the likes. Like, go, you crazy bastard! Because the likes were just like going up like one by one.
He was plugging it to everybody, like specifically like IMing people saying, "Hey, you should check out my podcast," or like commenting like, "Hey, check out my podcast."
Yeah, like I just went down my newsfeed and I'm like, oh, like someone's like, my car just broke down. Oh, that sucks. Hey, check out my podcast. You know what doesn't suck? My podcast. And then like there was like I think 8 people online, and I was like, hey, like my podcast. What's it about?
Stuff.
I'll tell you if you like it. And like if they were insistent, I'd be like, it's like a podcast about like video games and stuff.
Yeah,
And then, yeah.
basically that's what you say. Video
Are we still-
games
Are
and
we still
stuff.
recording?
Yeah, we're still recording.
All right.
We're not through the episode yet. We have to go through the outro music that no one probably listens to.
Do we still have outro music? 'Cause-
Yeah, I listen to it because I like it. It's like, dude. It's just, it's nice. Just,
Yeah, well, you gotta leave them out on a happy note.
it reminds me of like someone doing this.
So,
I feel like we should have like credits.
credits.
Brought to you by Matt. Andy, special thanks to Andy and Skyler. And Matt.
Produced by Matt. Stories by Matt. Soundboard by Matt. Andy Scott.
Seats filled by Andy and Skyler.
All
Voice is
right.
lent.
So that was our director's cut, kind of episode 1.
Feel free to skip over this one.
Oh no, don't skip over it. We said funny things; they just didn't pertain to the episode.
Yeah.
But
They were good things.
yeah, they were good things. So
It was like us just going on like one giant fucking tangent after another without any stories slowing us down.
yeah, pretty much. It's like, have you ever listened to us and thought stories got in the way? Well, listen to the director's cut.
Dude, you should seriously market it like that.
I will do that.
Yeah.
All right, so for Skylar and Andy,
3-hit combo without the pesky story.
see,
and
you know,
news.
you can not cut me off when I do the exit. How about that?
Hey,
How about that?
Thanks for listening from
Oh,
3-hit combo.
you got-
This is Matt and Andy. Feel free to email us 3hitcombo@gmail.com.
You just say this is you're not Matt. You're Skylar.
Here, no, you can do the outro. Do it again. Yeah, start over.
All right. Are we gonna edit in post or just
No,
leave it
go
like
ahead.
that?
You got the outro, man.
All right.
It's all you.
So thanks for listening. This is Skylar. I'm here with Matt and Andy. Feel free to email us at 3hitcombo@gmail.com.
3-Hit Combo
Combo
Podcast.
Oh, sorry. 3-hit combo podcast at gmail.com.
You want to do it instead, Andy?
No.
Here, you can do the
Let
outro
him
now.
do it.
You can search us on Facebook at facebook.com/3hitcombo. Our Twitter is 3-hit combo PC. The PC stands for podcast, and that's the number 3. So if you want to do that, personally, I don't know who's on Twitter. I know I'm not because it's not for cool people. And that'll be it.
Use it.
I think that's all I got.
No, that was good. That was good.
Okay, cool.
That was good for a rookie, but yeah, whatever.
Sorry, you never give me a time to shine. How about you cough up that soundboard?
No. This is Matt,
Don't even
Skylar,
joke.
and Andy signing out.